Okay, we've got this cleaned, and I took the time to mark it. We don't need to waste that on video. I chose masking tape today because my marking ink is not waterproof and it washes away. All right, we're going to use Rapid Tac II. As I mentioned earlier, it's about 33 degrees on the surface of this trailer. We're going to get it on there wet enough. We don't want to just mist it because we'll get air pockets. Want to get it on there wet enough that I can get it registered and we don't get any trapped air. Now if I can get it registered, that's where we wanted it. As soon as you get it on there, good firm squeegee job, get the liquid out from under the vinyl. It's so cold my masking tape doesn't want to stick today. Okay, we're going to leave that for about 60 seconds. I'm going to grab another legend and we'll start on that. If you're outdoors and if the wind is blowing, I'll make a practice of getting that adhesive wet so that if it blows out of my hand and into something, it's not going to stick. And you can do that as you go. Yeah, that was a prime example right there. Okay. So obviously, as you can see, you can spray the trailer. You can spray the adhesive on the vinyl. You can spray both. Whatever you feel is necessary and what works for you. There are some safety margins that Rapid Tac will help you with. Okay, let's get this guy up here. You know, this morning I washed my hands very well. I don't use skin lotions. For anybody that does, I suggest you use rubber gloves when you're working with this vinyl application. Because it is sensitive to oils from your skin or lotions that you might wear. Okay, I think that's lined up pretty good registration-wise. Once again, good firm squeegee. Get the liquid out from under there. Now, yes, this is premium cast film. This is the Scotch Cal 3M's product. Now, when it's this cold out, Rapid Tac II is about the only product I suggest you use. Whether you use Rapid Tac or whether you're using cast premium film or not. And you want to squeegee it down and get the excess liquid out. That's essential. Now, before we go on to the next legend, let's take the transfer tape off this top one. And I do that by getting the transfer tape wet. Get that to penetrate and soak in. We'll see some little lines forming in that tape in just a minute. I try and keep that from puddling too much. We don't want it to run back under the film. Well, it's starting to bubble a little bit. I could have probably let that sit a little longer, but it's going to come off all right. Now it's starting to snow again, I see. Oops. Just a little loose corner. Okay. Now we'll go on to the next one. We can spray the back once again. Spray the trailer. Want to get it wet enough that it completely covers all the adhesive. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on this. I hope you can see that. I want to get that liquid out of there. Okay. Let's take our trans tape off that other legend. Now some folks truly believe it's faster to do dry applications, but trying to get a dry application to stick without the help of the adhesive promoter in Rapid Tac II, on a day like today, you definitely take a lot more time to do a dry application. There's a lot of humidity in the air. We had it about 19 degrees a few hours ago, and it warmed up a little bit, which builds the humidity. And you can see that it's really not a time-consuming effort when you're using these products. Okay. Let's see if we can get this transfer tape off. We got a couple of pieces of liner stuck to the vinyl, so I'm expecting the worst on that. Now I'm soaking this trans tape. Once again, the Rapid Tac tends to penetrate it better than just water. And although it won't take 100% of the bond away, it does make a significant difference in helping to release this. And let that sit just a little longer. These white lines, obviously, it's helping to release in those areas. It's not really warm enough to show a good release around this other stuff, but it is helping. I pull this transfer tape at a 45-degree angle down and back over itself. We don't want to be pulling away from the surface and cause the vinyl to lift. It doesn't need any help on that. Okay, folks. We got through that without pulling anything off that torn liner. Somebody taped this bottom part with high-tack tape. That's another thing. Mid-tack transfer tape for wet applications. The rule of thumb is if you've got something this large or larger, you don't need much tack from the transfer tape. It's got a good surface to adhere to. If you're doing something fine and detail-oriented, something like letters 3/4 of an inch tall or a intricate design, that's when you're going to need high-tack tape. For all wet applications, I only use mid-tack tape, because if it's only a 1/2 inch tall, chances are you really don't need to apply it wet unless there's a large area of that 1/2 inch tall or detailed stuff. Okay, folks, there's a wet application on a 30-degree temperature surface out here on a very humid day. I don't think I could do a better job of showing you that it doesn't take that long to apply vinyl wet and make it adhere like this with Rapid Tac.
I want to know, I've just got to know.